Hey everyone, I'm back. So I was feeling a bit creative, and I reckon I've got this book I want to check out. And I thought I haven't done any Pisces readings or any Aquarius readings, so I was thinking that we would start with Pisces, and then we'll do an Aquarius video after on the same day, so no stress. One will upload after the other. I thought I'd find a little bit in here about your sign, Pisces, and give you a little read. Oh, I just found Pisces here. Can you see? No, you can see. Upside down there. Okay, those are just pictures. So I haven't looked through too much. I have so many books. Just heaps of books. Oh, I'll leave them up. And I just am not. Pisces. Alright. Do you want to see the picture? It's this lady. I hope I don't get in trouble. Let me read this for you. Pisces is inclined. It looks like it's going to be full of truths. Hope you're ready for it. Remember, you're a beautiful, strong sign. We all have good and bad. Pisces is inclined to be sorry for herself, and when this happens, she retreats into illness. She loves the attention given to her on these occasions. That's kind of understandable. Some of us had mothers that didn't really know how to care unless we were sick. That's a whole thing. That's for another day. Being looked after and waited upon. Who doesn't like being looked after and waited on? You know, you love the love. Sometimes, not all the time. To her illness is a way of retreating from life until she is ready to pick up the threads again. Her weak spots are her feet. Pisceans seem either to have very beautiful, shapely feet or exact reverse, and they find it difficult to buy shoes that fit them well. As a result, Pisces suffers from corns and bunions and sometimes from flat feet as well. Pisceans do not care for walking. My daughter's a Pisces and she walks a lot. With their sensitive feet and ill-fitting shoes, it is often, I'm so argumentative, I'm arguing with the book. With their sensitive feet and ill-fitting shoes, it is often a painful process, especially in later years. Pisces' feet are often set at an angle best described as 10 minutes to 2, or even a quarter to 3, which makes progress rather difficult and unsatisfactory. Because she does not have much resistance to infection, Pisces is inclined to be one of the first victims if there is a pandemic of any kind. A water sign, she is especially susceptible to the conditions that are a result of retaining excessive fluid in the body. She seems to accumulate it and be unable to pass it properly. For this reason, she tends to suffer from illness such as dropsy. Pisces' mental health has a great deal to do with her powers of recovery. If she has faith in her doctors, she will soon get well. Well, that was interesting. I had no idea what I was about to read, but let me know in the comments if you have a problem with your feet or retaining too much water. I'm just giving you guys some random information before we start our reading. This one looks a bit more interesting. Oh, we've got like a chart of Pisces with the other signs. Maybe compatibility. So, I wish I could sit beside this right now. I can still see. So, Aries and Pisces, tears and tantrums. It's true. Pisces and Pisces, happy home life. Aquarius and Pisces, unfiltered dreams. Capricorn and Pisces, total fulfillment. Sagittarius and Pisces, enthusiastic idealism. Scorpio and Pisces, suited partners. Pisces and Libra, strain and sacrifice. Pisces and Virgo, complementary opposites. Pisces and Leo, need for sacrifice. Pisces and Cancer, a fertile combination. Gemini and Pisces, rouse and differences. Taurus and Pisces, a fertile union. So there's a chart there. This book is understanding astrology, the influence of the stars and others on you and others. If I can find it, it's like written by. Hardly. This is weird. Contents of this book: history of astrology, the celestial code, the horoscope, the zodiac and personality, the zodiac and health, the zodiac and love, the zodiac and career, the ages of the zodiac. I'm determined to find out who wrote this. Oh, I've got quite a bit of stuff in the back of it. Oh, I've just found two lots of Pisces things. Got the ages of the zodiac, and what are we in here? We are in chapter 3, the zodiac and love. It's going to be a love reading. Romantic idealist. Pisceans enjoy dreaming of love and marriage. To Mr. Pisces, the person he loves is the most beautiful, the purest, and the most wonderful woman in the whole world. Just to be near her makes him feel happy and complete. While the dream lasts, Pisces' girlfriend can do no wrong. She is perfect in every way. But unfortunately, it is from only a dream. People have feet of clay, and even Pisces, to his disappointment, finds this out in due course. Until that happens, he makes an ardent and idealistic lover. Miss Pisces dreams of marrying Prince Charming. Although they are humble people in themselves, Pisceans soar to great heights in their imaginations, and Miss Pisces daydreams of the time when she is lifted to rank and authority through love. The poets of the zodiac, Pisceans, enjoy writing love poems and serenading their beloved. Cute. No one can be as romantic as Pisces. People born under Pisces often marry young and have many children. Mr. Pisces is amenable and helpful around the house. He does not mind helping with the washing up, for instance, and soon becomes domesticated. If you need a domesticated man, get a Pisces. Although Mrs. Pisces keeps a comfortable home, she is not an orderly person. Things are seldom in the places where you would expect to find them, and she dislikes housework. Often a good cook, she enjoys entertaining informally. Her home is always open to her friends and their animals. She herself generally keeps several dogs and cats and would never turn away a hungry stray. She feeds the birds every day, summer and winter. Mrs. Pisces' children love and trust her. She does not worry too much about the kind of school they go to or how they do academically. But if they are in any kind of trouble, she is always on their side, right or wrong. Mr. Pisces is a proud father and thoroughly enjoys the company of his children. Cute. I'm sure you guys don't mind hearing about your sign, right? That's why you're here. I'll get onto the reading when I get there. This is from the Age Ages of the Zodiac. No. Career. Maybe need some career advice too. Although Pisces have a desire to serve, it is individuals and not society as a whole that she wishes to help. Strangely enough, Pisceans can be very aggressive on the subject of money, although they seem to have little idea of how to handle their financial affairs. Money seems to run through their fingers. Pisces has a strong sense of pity for all who suffer and is at her best working in charitable institutions where she can fulfill this urge. Many people born under the sign of Pisces dedicate themselves to a life of religion and enter convents or monasteries. Although she may be found in humble capacity in many different jobs, Pisces enjoys occupations such as nursing or anything to do with animals. No one understands them better than she, and she is an excellent kennel maid, for instance. As an employee, Pisces loves to bend the rules when possible. If she is happy in her occupation, she is willing to give her best at all times, and is devoted to the people who she works for. As an employer, Mr. Pisces is kind and considerate to the members of the staff working for him. But to be successful, he needs to have an efficient assistant who can pick up the pieces and bring his rather vague schemes to fruition. A planner. Although he has his faults, he is essentially a kindly person, and he wins the hearts of his staff with his sympathy and understanding. Okay. Let's get on to our reading. I'm going to start out with my Voyager Tarot for your guys' journey, and we'll have a little look into your journey. I think I will. My intuition says we might do a little past, present, future reading. Oh, it's quite hard to shuffle on here because it's very soft. Oh, I see a breakthrough on the camera. This reading is for our Pisces Collective today. So if you resonate with this reading, click like and subscribe. If you don't and you're bored to death, no hard feelings, it's alright. Just trying out new things. Oh, hey. Interesting. Alright, I've got, oh my goodness gracious. I've got a lot of cards to read here today, guys. Guys and girls, my fishy friends. Mm. Mm. Need a sip for this one. In our past, we've got Pisces I'm talking to today. They've like, your past looks like maybe you've just gone through like a really peaceful. We've got the Sun card, we've got fulfillment, Eight of Wands, the Harmony card, and we've also got the Death card. So looking like our Death card is the decaying of cycles, just a bit like changes, moving on. Maybe you've been able to step away from something. Something's you've grown, but it's like I'm not not feeling any energy of anger, or like I feel like this was quite a peaceful leaving. That, you know, when you leave something and you feel fulfilled once you finally get there. Maybe it's a cycle you've been working on for a while, and it's been quite a journey. And you've had some really great times. You've maybe decided that you wanted fulfillment and harmony, and you just kind of set your goals out to align with that. And when we set our goals and we change our direction and we align with what we want, things do fall away. Like, they don't yell and scream, they just don't align anymore. You know, it's like you become on a different page, a different world, different chapter. And if you're good enough at it, you know, you can definitely communicate. And you can actually let people know, let jobs know, like it's okay to leave a job or leave a partnership, or, you know, if you've got a couple of mature people who can talk and communicate, and you could just, you know, say how you feel, and then, you know, time heals everything. We move along, and the great thing about being an adult is you can just talk about it and communicate how you, like, this is what I see and what I need, and this is not it. Or, you know, if you can give me these things, then sure. But like, yeah, what I found is just your alignment is what matters. So if you're in alignment with your highest good, your higher self, and where you're going on your path, it's just acceptance of whoever you're gonna meet on the way, and who's gonna be with you, and you're gonna be with you. Most of your journey is you. And don't worry necessarily if you're leaving anybody behind, or if anybody's coming, or what they have to do, because what you're doing, just we adapt. We're very versatile as humans. And looking in our present moment right now, I see after you've made this change, this growth, you've left these things, things in your life that weren't really satisfying you anymore. You know, you needed something more, needed something different. Even it's just something, sometimes we change and we need different things, and it's nobody's fault. You know, it should be embraced. Our differences should be embraced. Look, I grew, I've changed, I've done this. We should be celebrated, honestly. Because it's hard work when you want to make changes, when you want to grow, when you want to heal. It is hard work. But it's like the most worthy work there is. Like, you'll never, ever regret healing. You'll never regret growing. You'll never regret making positive changes to your life and to your mindset. So we've got a Three of Cups, our love card. So maybe you've just met someone or met something, or there's something you've kind of come out of and come into, and it's exciting. Synthesis as well. Little aha moments. You're not those weird illusions when you're younger that you're like, oh my god, we're meant to be together, it all adds up, all the little things. This is like an adult version of like numbers and synchronicities and times, and maybe matching up with someone that's like got things in common with you. Like that is, I'm not sure why people end up with people that don't really have anything in common, because they get like a very strong emotion or something, like an attachment. But really we should be looking for people that we can balance with, that we can that inspire us, that can be our muse, that we have things in common, or can work together. Makes sense. Which is what our equanimity is about. Working together. Maybe you've found someone who aspires you something, love of love. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's a little bit of butterflies, a bit exciting, something new coming in for you. I think you've probably got a feeling that it's there, or you guys could all just, like, I'm not reading this for one person. So you could be at different stages of it. You might not have met this person or new job, or but yeah, it's definitely got love here in your present. If that's what you want. If you want new love, something exciting, take your time. Don't rush. Remember your boundaries. Just take your time, because find something nice, and you can not drag it out, but make it last, not rush. Notice things. I'm an Aries, and I've rushed I've rushed most of my life. And just learning to slow down and not to rush now. Savor the moments. It helps. And in our future, for our Pisces, we have a creativity card, which is 3 of crystals, which is about those fears and stuff come up, those annoying, that mind chatter, the maybe even past stuff that's kind of coming up, like old self-doubt and old memories, or even your childhood stuff starts to come out sometimes, even when you're really happy, like and just as it comes in, just acknowledge it and understand it as an adult. Helps. I look at it as an adult, not from your child self, but from your adult self. And maybe what's something that when you were a child that you wanted to do, or that you enjoyed, that you could go and enjoy now, to help heal, help that child feel important now, or seen. Because even though we're grown-ups, like our inner child still needs to be seen. Ecstasy. An ecstasy card. With our butterflies and beautiful flowers. So, got some really nice times ahead coming. Don't be, be overwhelmed with the greatness. Be overwhelmed with the love. But don't freak out. Don't get scared. Just don't even let fear, because always be aware, and have your boundaries about you, and no rose tinted glasses. Don't do that. it's a mess. Just Ace of Cups is really your cup being filled, you being cared for, being looked after, being felt special, being noticed, having attention and validation, and it's for you and you deserve it. Like, just soak it all up, and you know, all those wee cracks that have been neglected for a while, just soak it all into those cracks and just accept it and appreciate it, and you know that you're worthy of it. We have the Learner right next to our Seer card, and this is my not just intuition card, but this is my premonition card. So maybe you've been learning new ways of thinking and kind of planning out your life, and maybe less in the fantasizing but more in the creating. Like, we can fantasize productively because it's manifestation. And I feel like you've changed quite a bit from kind of disassociating into fantasy and more using that intuition and that power and that love that you have to put into visualizing present, visualizing the future, visualizing creative ideas, and joy and positivity and happiness and in love. And that's always good stuff. Like, never ever regret that, okay? Because we need lots of love in this world, heaps of it. So keep visualizing those dreams, those goals, and more in the stay out of the fear, because nothing quite like fear and self-doubt, and to switch on the old self-sabotage. Like, no, not me, I'm not self-sabotaging. Then you look back like, I was sitting in fear right there. That's all fear. Where did that even come from? Oh, fear. Oh, you don't go straight into self-sabotage. You're not even like aware sometimes. You can be aware of it, but sometimes when you're in it, there's a whole nother story, because it's so goddamn real. You've created this frickin' storm, this rain cloud over you that's just raining and raining and raining. And you've created it, but you've given your power away because you're not taking accountability or responsibility for your feelings, for your emotions, for what's hurting you. And quite often that can project out too, not just our rainstorm. We get so wet that we, start bucketing it out, and then it's going everywhere, when really what you need to do is switch off that rain cloud. Sit with yourself in a non-judgmental place. Sit down with some paint, some nice music, pen and paper, and figure out what's wrong. Like, figure out what's hurting, where is it coming from, what can you do to help it. Like, open it up and make it big. Get into details. Just write it out so it's right in front of you, and then it has no power over you. You're well aware of it. You know, this is what I'm having trouble with, this is what I'm struggling with, this is what it looks like, this is how it's happened. And once you do that, you can process it, and you can be like, well, I can't control this, so I'm just going to give it to God, give it to Spirit, give it to your book, put it aside, do something that makes you feel better. Eventually it will change, things will change, but don't turn a blind eye, because you won't get help there. It'll just build and build and build and build into a goddamn ocean, and you're a tidal wave, and just don't do that. Catch it before it gets like that. Oppression. So this the oppression card can be being narrow-minded. Can be oppressions in your life, a way of thinking, people around you's way of thinking. Maybe you feel like people won't accept the life you want. People won't accept who you want to be. People won't accept who you choose to love. Or you not accepting it because of what other people might think. And people think stuff, they say stuff. People change in your life also. This is a big factor, is that people change, especially when you're on the growth. You know, like your people who don't judge you, who the love's unconditional, who are there for you no matter what you go through, whether it's a good decision, a bad decision, whether it's, you know, those people, they're always going to be there. And they're going to, you know, whatever choices you make, you don't have to worry about them. But you need to be okay with your choices that you make. You need to either take the risk or move on from it. You know, we can plan out something, we can think it through, we can go through every possible scenario, but we don't actually know what's going to happen until we take that step and we just feel the fear and we do it anyway. Like, you're either all in or you're out, or you're just all over the place. So if you're really passionate about something right now and you're a little bit worried because it's different, it's not acceptable in your perspective, because you've only got your own perspective, even if, you know, someone else has told you, it's kind of the way, you know, sometimes you've told them, because you're unsure about it, so they're going to be unsure about it. And then we've got our universe card, which is Spirit just saying, you know, just, you are protected. We see you changing. We hear your prayers. We see your work. We feel your intentions. We feel your energy. And we have got you. And we have things in the works for you. They are in the process. They're on the way. You may not see things going on behind closed doors. There's a lot of things we don't see, because we don't need to see. We don't always have to understand how or, you know, why. Just things just are sometimes, right? And this is a very safe card. If you have, and you know, like Pisces is so highly intuitional. Like, your intuition's pretty top dog. So you're pretty close. So you must be getting a lot of downloads at the moment, and you're got a really good connection going. It's quite tight with Source at the moment. And our nurturing card, which is just, you know, being who you are, mother or father, just, and not just, you know, you don't have to have children, but, you know, we mother and father everybody. When you're a nurturer, you know, cooking, cleaning, looking after other people, like whatever your love language is, and nurturing yourself, nurturing other people. 3 on the timer. Just put all that love out there. Don't keep it to yourself. Okay, don't, like, one of the worst things for Pisces is to not express their love or be able to give it. They need, if you need love too, go out there and just get it. Just soak it all up. Give, and what you give comes back tenfold. So just keep nurturing. If you feel like nurturing, nurture. If you feel like gardening, garden. Do you want to paint? Do you want to cook? Do you want to go? Probably don't want to go jump out of a plane, but, you know, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you, like, giving makes us feel, it brings back our compassion, and we need that, especially if we've gone through a hard time, or if we've closed off a bit from the world. We really need to be compassionate, even though, you know, we don't feel it at the time. We've got to put ourselves out there and smile at a stranger. You know, you see someone with a pretty dress, tell her, you know, because you never know, she might be wearing that dress and all that makeup and everything because she feels like crap underneath it, right? She might just, I'm recovering from surgery right now. My pants are pajamas, but You know what I mean? Like, you don't really know what people are going through, and I do it sometimes. I'm a bit shy, but I'll tell someone, you know, I follow my intuition. If there's someone, you know, and I just feel like saying it, I'll just say it, even though, you know, it could just get stared at or rejected or whatever, or, you know, but every time I have smiled at a stranger or I've given them a compliment, genuinely, they've just been surprised, and, you know, and it's a wonderful feeling, because, you know, you never know, you might have made someone's week, month, you know, give someone a hug. No one might have not have touched them for a year. You just don't know. I've hugged some people and literally no one has hugged them in years, and you just like, wow, how special is that? Like, I'm so grateful that I got to give you that, because it wasn't much for me to just hug someone, but to somebody else, like, it could be everything. It could save their life, literally. God, it made me all teary-eyed. Go hug some old people. Go rub their feet, cook them dinner. Go do what you do best and nurture. I'm just tired. Might just be swimming in this whole Pisces energy right now. Just trying to wet myself with my tears. Okay, these are Eternal Light Guidance Cards for All That You Are by Tony Carmine Celerino. You can get these from Snazzy Gifts online. These are really gorgeous, just to read out one nice little note to leave you on. Quite deep. Spirit, can I please have something that our Pisces Collective who are connecting with this reading, for them to take away after this, and for the rest of their day. There, my video stopped. I'm not sure where. Okay, I've just pulled this card. All is one. You have the power to face all adversity and meet every challenge through the wisdom of compassion, creativity, and love. All will work out well. The universe is on your side. Let your mantra be, all is one. Repeat throughout your day and in times of trouble. All is one. We are all. We are the ocean. You are the ocean. We are the ocean. We are all part of the same ocean. Thank you very much, Pisces. I hope you've enjoyed this different creative reading. Have a great day. Bye.